morning, LHS. I'm Devin.
And I'm Eric. Welcome to Blue Devil News. Let's start off with your morning announcements.
There will be a student council meeting this afternoon in the library. Please let Emma Kate know if you can attend. Yearbook applications for the 2017-2018 staff are now available. Pick one up from Guidance or Miss Peterson in B203.
These applications are due by March 31st. You will still have until next Wednesday to get a free shirt with any prom ticket purchase. Make sure you are ready to bring your donations for the $1,000 in one next week. LHS is planning a trip to France and Spain for June of 2018. Students interested in visiting these, please come by Dr. Bozeman's room, B306, for an enrollment form.
Thanks, guys. In unbelievable news, a 11-year-old Andrew Coons was rushed to the hospital after being stung by 400 African bees.
He was attacked by the swarm after unknowingly shooting a BB gun at the beehive.
Being allergic to the bees and being swamped, it is said he still has a sense of humor.
It's good to hear he's still in high spirits. Now let's send it over to weather.
Hey LHS, it's Christina, and here's today's weather. Currently it is 67 degrees and cloudy. It'll be in the 70s when we leave today, so enjoy this beautiful weather while it lasts. That's all for today. See you next time, LHS.
NASA has revealed that findings of 7 Earth-sized exoplanets orbiting a single star 40 light-years away. It has been reported that 3 of these planets are located in a habitable zone.
Could this mean life beyond Earth?
We don't know for sure, but the newly named TRAPPIST-1 system is very similar to ours.
Very incredible discovery. Now to guide us through registration, here's Miss Campbell and Miss Raymond.
$99, $2,000. Pizza. Oh, hey, didn't see you guys there. Looks like we're gonna talk about registration today. Let's do it. So, our favorite thing is coming up, which is registering for classes for next year, so be on the lookout. The counselors are gonna be in the cafeteria. We'll be down there starting next Tuesday, which is the 21st of February, and then we'll be in the cafeteria the full week of the 27th of February as well. What can you expect when you come see us in the cafeteria? So we'll be down there for all 4 lunches. Each grade has their own registration form, okay? And everybody's gonna have one that already has their name on it. So, things to know. On there, it's gonna be talk about the different English classes that you need, the different math classes and science classes, all of your core classes that you guys already know about.
We also this year are going to have to register for skinny blocks. So everyone's in a skinny now, but you didn't necessarily register for it last year. This year you're going to pick your skinny block. So that's going to be an option on here as well. So make sure you fill that out.
Yes. So all of your options for skinnies will be on the back. For our class of 2019, that will be juniors next year, all of you guys are going to be in ACT. So your registration forms will not have skinny options. But for everybody else, there are options for skinnies on here. So you can get these from your counselors in the cafeteria during the next 2 weeks. The forms are due back to Guidance by Monday, March 6th. That is the Monday before spring break. But just like we did last year, filling this out isn't the whole process. After you fill this out,
You've got to go on to Skyward.
you gotta go on to Skyward.
Put in those classes. So you will be the one putting in your classes on to Skyward. We get the form back from you, but we want you to go on to Skyward and put in all of your classes to register for them.
We have a beautiful, wonderful PowerPoint that is on the school website that talks you through step by step how to register. You guys did it last year, so it's not anything new. You go to your student access, you click schedule, and then you type in your requests. You add them over and they'll go from available courses to selected courses. You continue to do that for all of your classes. And then we need you to also request alternates, you guys. This is super important. If any of you guys ended up in a class this semester or this year that you didn't love, this is why you need to add alternates, okay?
Those are the classes that we look at. If the other classes are full, we'll look at alternates, put you in something else you're interested in. So if you don't pick them, then we're just gonna guess.
Yeah.
So make sure you fill that out as well.
Yeah. And a quick disclaimer. these are called request forms. So these classes are all classes that you are requesting, as you guys know by now, hopefully. These aren't the guaranteed classes that you're gonna get. So make sure you add the alternates on there so that we can put you in classes that you would like, but also be mindful of graduation requirements. So as much fun as it would be just to take culinary and carpentry and
Strength and
auto
conditioning all day. We
all
can't
day,
do it.
we still have to take our English and maths. If you have an obligation in Skyward, you are not able to log into Skyward, so you especially need to come meet with your counselor so that we can make sure we get your obligation taken care of, first of all, but that we can also get your course requests entered into Skyward.
An obligation could be a textbook, could be lots of things. So if you're trying to get onto Skyward and it's not letting you, it's probably because you have an obligation. So you need to let us know and see what we can do to help. But it's important to fill these out,
Yes.
get it back to us, but to go onto Skyward and do your registration. So come see us in the cafeteria. All the counselors will be in there. We can't wait to see you.
Yay! Yay, registration!
Woohoo!
Earlier this month, police started an investigation on a man claimed to be using 4 cloned credit cards at a Target in Mount Juliet.
The victim doesn't know how the cards have been cloned, and the investigation is still ongoing. But enough about fraud. Let's hit it off to our theater promo.
Okay, so for the theater program here at LHS, there are many opportunities for anybody to get involved. There's 2 productions a year. We do a play in the fall and a musical in the spring. Right now we're in the middle of doing rehearsals for High School Musical. So that is a bunch of singing, dancing, acting. We have auditions for every production we do, and that's usually about a week before we start rehearsals. So there's an opportunity to always try out for those. Another thing that we do is we have our theater classes that I teach. I teach theater 1 through 4. And theater 1 is a very basic introductory class. You gotta know like the basic things about theater before you can actually start diving into some of the elements as well as acting. So theater 1 is really like an introductory survey course for students to get an idea of what theater is all about. We do a lot of fun activities, a lot of group activities, because theater is a lot about ensemble and working together. Then theater 2, if you decide to go into that, it's very much about acting and learning about different acting styles and different methods and how to create a character and how to be the best actor that you can be. And then to move on a little bit to theater 3 and 4, we start to do a little bit more advanced stuff with the technical elements. You might be introduced to the technical side of theater in 1 and 2, but you don't actually dive into those elements until the end of theater 2 and then 3 and 4. And that's like costuming, makeup, set design, lighting design, stuff like that. So theater 3-4 students not only act a lot more, but they also do a director's project where they are the director of their own play when they pick or when they write, and they decide to do all the elements from start to finish. So that is something that is that's something you can do to get into theater. So.
Thank you.
We're doing the Summer Night Fury. Yeah. It's a play by William Shakespeare, and we're going to modernize it and set it in a park in Athens. And it's just going to revolve around
sort of drug dealing and
Oh, nice.
love.
Drug dealing and love. Nice.
Yes.
it'll have the same sort of Shakespearean feel, but
set it in like a modern theme and a dreamlike wonder sort of thing.
Do y'all like being the directors and everything? Like, is it better than just?
I mean, it's good. It's fun being actors, and I feel like it's even more fun being a director.
That's good.
shots and make it your own.
Yeah, and like build models.
Yeah.
So y'all would suggest theater to upcoming 8th graders?
Yes, of course.
Very much so.
It's so
Okay.
much fun.
Thank you.
Well, wasn't that just dandy? Now for today's sports. Vanderbilt stuns Tennessee fans by pulling out the win over them 67-56.
Ole Miss announced a self-imposed postseason ban for its football program for the 2017 season on Wednesday. The ban comes after the university received a notice from the NCAA that detailed allegations of 8 additional rule violations.
After blowing a 4-1 second period lead, the Calgary Flames rallied for a 6-5 overtime win Tuesday night over the Nashville Predators on Mark Giordano's goal at 43 seconds.
The NFL was encouraged enough by its return to Mexico City to plan games there the next 2 seasons.
That's all for today. I'm Tyler.
And I'm Chase.
Back to you, Devin and Eric.
Well, that's all for today, LHS. But first, Devin, did you know our own Mr. Wilson is famous?
I've heard he's in that new movie, The Classroom, produced by FBLA. We'll leave you with the promo, LHS.
Today, we've come to recognize a teacher who has gone above and beyond in the classroom.
The school definitely won't be the same without him.
I believe he is the best teacher ever.
Mr. Wilson, everybody.
And that class is where they come from. Any questions? Yes, sir.
Will this be on the test?
Where's my classroom again? I like to think of my classroom as a professional, orderly temple. People often ask me where I get my inspiration for teaching. First name that comes to mind is usually Kanye. I feel, honestly, kind of great about it, about my position here as a teacher. So. Platypi is definitely the plural of platypus.
It says here that the plural form is platypuses.
I guess we'll have to settle this the old-fashioned way.